everyone. Welcome to episode 14 of Win the Week. It's Thursday, October 14th, and today we're going to be talking about the number 10 way to win the week, and that is cleanliness. And before we get into today's episode, make sure you follow us on Instagram, win_the_week. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook with our Facebook group, Win the Week. If you're on Spotify, give us a follow. If you're on Apple Pods, give us a follow. Also, be sure to check out our YouTube page, Win the Week. Joe, it is Thursday, and we're getting towards the end of the week, getting ready to head into the weekend here. How's it going for you? Give us a little update on your week so far.
How about episode 14 on the 14th? How about that?
Love it.
The week has been going good for me. So one focus I had this week, I'll be honest, over the weekend, went a spiral just a little bit, more than I would have liked in regards to just the eating habits, diet, and, probably drank a little more than I should have on Saturday. I was celebrating a little too much. You'll have that sometimes, guys. That's normal. But the big focus for me this week was I want to get back to the diet and put a major focus on that. And it's been good so far. I've been accomplishing my goals and really staying lean in that regard. And I'll say this, we're almost there. It's almost the weekend. And I'm going to use this weekend to really just kind of recharge the batteries, stay eating clean and stay away from any type of alcohol or that such, and just kind of reset. So, the week's been off to a good start. We're going to close strong and looking forward to a weekend of just kind of hanging out. I'm going to be home. I'm going to be at my place and just kind of shutting down, detoxing and recharging.
There you go. Yep. And it's all about balance. Like you mentioned, if you have a weekend where maybe you do go a little bit too hard, it's nice to have a weekend where you can relax and recharge a little bit. So that's great to hear. For me, having a good week. One thing I did notice, I'm feeling a little tired, feeling a little run down. I'm going to try to do a little bit better on catching up on some sleep this week. Going to get to bed a little bit earlier, cut off those phones. I noticed even last week, I was on my phone up late, and I'm just kind of now noticing that might be the reason why I'm feeling a little bit sluggish, is because I'm just staying on the phone a little bit too late, probably just scrolling Instagram or looking at, ESPN stories, that just wasting my time a little bit. So I'm going to shut it down a little bit early, try to get some better sleep this week to catch up on some Z's. And then this weekend I'm home, and then we start a little stretch of traveling, going on my honeymoon here in a couple of weeks. So it'll be nice to charge the batteries a little bit this weekend. So yeah, guys, let's finish the week strong here. Again, weekend's coming up. Whether you're planning on kind of relaxing like we are, or if you got plans to go out and hit the town, let's make sure that we're closing the week out strong here so we can do that. So today's episode, we're going to be diving into cleanliness. Again, this is the last of the 10 ways to win the week. We've gone through these assessments. We've scored ourselves. I hope you guys have been keeping track and keeping updates. And at the end of the day, I hope you're improving on your scores. So the question for cleanliness is, I keep my living/workspace clean. And then you guys know how the scoring system works. 1 day equals 1 point, 5 days equals 5 points. Joe, why don't you give us some info on cleanliness and why it's important in winning the week?
So, this is number 10 of the 10 ways, but, at the same time, this is just as important as, number 1, 2, or 3. And I'll say this, I believe that this is one that everyone, if you put forth just a little bit of effort daily, you will be able to accomplish a 5 here. It's more than anything, it's just putting forth just a little bit of effort each day. So the benefits that you'll find with keeping a clean, workspace, keeping a clean house, apartment, wherever you live, keeping even something like keeping a clean, a locker at school, wherever you are. What you're going to find is, number one, and this is kind of simple, it's going to make you healthier, especially at home when you got dust building up and germs developing and bacteria, on your eating areas, your couch. I mean, you name it. Just naturally, I mean, that's a common cause for colds, coughs, you name it. And then also I actually have some allergies myself, and dust and things of that nature are really, really tough on anyone with allergies, or if you have asthma or any type of respiratory problems. So just simply making sure that your place is clean, you're going to notice that you won't have as many, allergy attacks, asthma attacks, whatever it might be. Another one is it's going to reduce your stress, right? So if you're not keeping a clean home, you're not keeping a clean area, that's going to build up mentally in your head. It's going to be like, oh man, I really need to, clean my floors today, but, I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it this weekend or whatever. And you're going to keep pushing that back. And what that's going to do is just create unnecessary chores and then unnecessary stress from a mental standpoint of tasks that you have to do, that you don't want to do, and that you just keep pushing back another day or so, right? So it's going to reduce your stress by just keeping a clean home. And then another one is you're just naturally going to be organized better. I mean, how many times when you don't have a clean workspace or a clean area or whatever it might be, or even if you don't have a clean car, how many times are you looking for something and you're like, oh gosh, I need to be here at this time and I can't find this folder, I can't find this notepad or whatever it might be. Well, you got to ask yourself, is it because you have a dirty area? Is it because you're unorganized, because it's just a mess around your home or your car, whatever it might be? So think about it. I mean, if you keep a clean, especially like a clean workplace, you're just going to be organized better. You're not going to lose things as much. I mean, some of us, you lose your car keys. Is it because you're putting them in 4 different places every time you come home and you're just kind of throwing them on the counter? You have to be organized. You have to keep a clean home, and it's really just going to make you more efficient with your time, because you're not, necessarily looking for things that are lost because, your home is just maybe not in the best shape.
That's great stuff. And you're right. I think the one thing you said up front before you got into the benefits was, just because it's number 10 doesn't mean it's the 10th, most efficient way to win the week, or the 10th most important. It's up there with the rest of them. It's, this is a big one. Mentally, huge mental benefits of keeping a clean space. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show Hoarders, but I think there's a pretty strong, correlation between mental health and, not having a clean place. I'll say this too, and I'm sure Joe, you can attest, is if you go to sleep in a clean place, for me, I'm sleeping better. I feel more comfortable. I get a better night's sleep. I don't know what it is about it, but it does have that kind of mental effect on you. Just sleeping in a nice, clean place, it gives you just that peace of mind. Organization is huge. I think another thing too is just, setting a good example or setting a good impression. So, if you have people in town, if you've got people who are coming over, I know when I go to someone's house, call it what you want, but if they have a clean space, I have a different outlook on them that I might have if, their place is dirty. And, is that fair? I don't know, but it is what it is. And I think that's pretty common. So not only is it important for yourself and for your own mental wellness, I think it has a large effect on the way that people view you as well. And if, you care about that, then that's something that's important. So yeah, there are some really great benefits to, keeping a clean space. And it's not just your living space, it's also your working space. Okay. I know people who have a cluttered workspace, and, say what you will, those people tend to be a little bit more cluttered minded. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I know for me, if I have a clean workspace, I tend to be more organized. I tend to be more efficient. It just gives me a better energy while I'm working. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. So, this goes beyond just keeping your house and your living space clean, keeping your car clean, keeping your workspace clean. Again, it's really important for your own benefit, but also it impacts the way that people view you, whether that is, your living space or your workspace. So just wanted to touch on that. Joe, what do you got here?
Yeah, I got one last thing I'll say before we get out of here is, I feel like when you make your cleaning your house a priority, you make that a daily and a weekly priority of yours. I think what you're going to find is you're just going to start seeing other aspects of your life just kind of fall into place. I mean, all of a sudden, maybe you have a little more free time. You're not worried about, doing all these chores around the house on the weekend. Now you're less stressed. You have more free time on the weekend. You have more time to go out there and do the things that make you happy and celebrate those successes. And as mentioned, you're going to see your stress levels drop, and with that, maybe your mental health is in a much better place. So I think it's a sense of pride. You have a clean home, you're organized, your brain's in a good spot, your health's in a good spot. I mean, it really sounds simple and tedious, but it really does make a big difference. So I mean, that's all I got, Kyle. Why don't you, wrap us up here and take us to Pater?
Yep, I'll take us home here. Couple things. One, this is the 10th way to win the week. So look, the assessment's over. We're going to kind of recap this on an episode here next week. But thanks for sticking with us. I hope it's been beneficial for you guys to, one, take the assessment, two, go through this and figure out different ways to improve. And I hope it's made a difference in your lives as it has in our lives. So we're excited that we're able to do this, but a lot of exciting things coming up. We've got, I'm not going to say too much, but we've got some cool content coming up next week. One thing too is, we're starting to get more of you engaging with us on social media, especially on Instagram. We're getting questions, we're getting content, we're getting feedback. So continue to follow us on Instagram, continue to message us, let us know what's going on. We want to see what you guys are doing too. This is one thing I haven't really noticed a ton of is, post your workouts and tag Win the Week. We will repost it. We want to show your guys' hard work, and it's important to celebrate that. So we're going to see you guys again next Tuesday. That's October 19th. Make sure you guys have a great weekend. Celebrate your success and your hard work. It's well-earned and well-deserved. And then again, follow us on Instagram, win_the_week. Follow us on our Spotify. Follow us on our Apple Podcast. Follow us on our YouTube page. Follow us on our Facebook group as well. Win the Week. We'll see you guys next week. Have an awesome weekend and make sure you win the